This week on NOMOFOMO, we're getting into a little bit of wine and a lot of vintage.
Shoulder pads.
TV theme songs.
Tipsy Palm.
And why more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Let's get into it.
Hey there, NOMOFOMO listeners.
Hello.
We're back, and you know what? Today's Friday. It's actually happy hour as we're recording this.
Yes.
Friday night, we're having some chips, we're having some wine.
We're drinking, we're getting up on that surfboard.
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 Surfboard. Surfboard. Yes. Okay, let's do this.
It's going to be a Beyonce heavy episode.
Oh my God, get ready.
BTW.
Get ready.
Heavy flow.
Heavy flow.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome to the stage. Heavy flow.
Oh, girl.
Okay, let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
We need to talk about, I think we all had pretty busy weeks.
We did, yeah.
What happened this week, guys?
Oh my God.
Allie,
Okay,
you wanna
so
go first?
for me, yes, I will go first. I found there's lots going on this week. I was busy with work or whatever, but one thing that I find that really gets me through is a good playlist. Because, I'm in my car quite often. At the office, there's always a good playlist on, and I found the most amazing playlist on iTunes, and it's the 90s club hits.
Oh! 90s.
Well, I'm all about the 90s.
Bring it back.
Yeah, 90s girl groups, my fave.
Yes.
But this one was so great because it had so many amazing artists that, sometimes you forget about. I mean, Chemical Brothers, come on. Prodigy.
Oh, all of
Yes.
It
this.
had all the things.
Yes.
It was incredible.
Crystal Waters.
Crystal
Was she
Waters,
there?
100%.
Cece Peniston there?
Oh, yes, she was.
Oh, we
girl.
saw her in Chicago last year, too.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
She performed, because we were in Chicago for Pride, and she performed at this, outdoor festival. There was probably about,
300 people,
Yeah,
sure.
300 people. We thought it was going to be,
No.
this amazing, crazy-ass party with,
Right?
thousands of people, but there was only 300, and she performed, and she came out with this, insane visor that was, the clear visors,
We
with
need to
the...
bring visors back.
Oh my God, 100%. This was large and in charge, and she killed it. So this playlist is absolutely amazing. Ultra Nate.
We
Because you
love.
got to live your life
Love
and
it.
do what you want to do.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a good playlist, and it actually got me through the week. So that's what happened to me
Yes.
this week.
Okay, I'll post it in the show notes so people can find it.
Yes, please.
Love it.
Yeah. What happened to you, Carla?
So this week I lost my voice. I was gagging. I was screaming. I was feeling all the feels because pop culture gave me the week of my life. So there was Beyonce, there was Oprah, there was more Beyonce, there was Meghan Markle, there was Harry, and finally there was Schitt's Creek. So finally, I know. Finally, it's happened to me.
It is happened to
I know.
me.
I put my visor on and I had the week of my life. So thankfully, I had a good vocal rest. I had some chamomile tea, and she's back. She's
Okay.
back to give all the tea on the pop culture.
Oh, we're going to get into all that. Can I tell you what happened to me this
Yes,
week?
we would love that.
I had an incident.
What
I
happened?
An
Almost.
incidente.
I almost, it was almost a hate crime.
Okay.
It was pretty serious.
Were you Jussie?
I was.
Did somebody
Juicy.
Jussie?
Oh, girl.
Yeah, except
oh,
this-
oh, dang. Oh,
Except
my
this
God.
actually happened.
This was real.
So, what happened in real life is I was driving to yoga Monday morning.
Okay.
And as you do, it's 6:15. This is my routine. I go to Monday morning yoga.
Right.
Sweat it all out.
Yeah.
And as I'm driving there, I'm about to make a left turn.
Okay.
I'm waiting for oncoming traffic to
Right,
clear.
as you do.
As you do,
You're a gentleman.
I'm a good driver. And there was this car, there was one last car, and they were a little bit further down, and they slowed, they put their signal light on. I knew I had time to
Sure.
make my move.
Sure.
I do. This person did not like that.
She sped up,
They
yes.
sped up. Yeah. She started following me and honking, flipping me the bird,
What?
flashing her lights.
Ew.
Just
Gross.
gross.
Calm
I mean, because
down.
it's still pretty dark
Relax.
out. So,
Yeah.
this is extremely aggressive for
Totally.
6:15
No,
a.m.
thank you.
Allie is losing his mind. He is reaching out the window. He is flipping her off.
Listen,
like,
because
he's not having it.
I don't have time for that.
No.
especially not at 6:15 in the morning.
Exactly.
You know
like
what?
you're preparing for Warrior 1 at this point.
100%. I
So-
was stretching my fingers and I just gave her the finger while I was doing that. So, I did a little double take.
So we've got this crazy person behind us.
Okay.
And I pull into the parking lot where the yoga studio is, and she follows me in the parking lot.
Okay.
I'm thinking, well, this is gonna get heated.
Yeah.
It's getting intense.
I was ready. I took off my rings. I took off my earrings. I
Oh,
took
yeah.
off all
The
the
hoops
things.
were off.
Yeah, the lead
Yeah,
press-ons,
totally.
they're off.
100%.
I don't know why he was wearing them to yoga in the morning anyway.
Whatever, you gotta look good at yoga.
The fake eyelashes came off. He was ready. So I park. She parks.
Okay.
This is getting serious. I get out of the car. She gets out of the car. She goes to open the trunk. I think she's going to pull out, I don't know, a weapon.
Sure. Yeah.
Like
An
some
AK-47.
nunchucks. I don't know. It
oh
could be
no, she better don't.
Oh, no, she
a
better
baseball bat. Her
don't.
lemonade baseball bat.
Her hot sauce.
Oh
Her
my
hot
god,
sauce.
hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
She reaches in the trunk. She pulls out a yoga mat.
Ooh.
Follows us into the studio.
I know.
I see her. I know this woman.
It was
I've seen
awkward.
her there before.
Very awkward.
It was so weird. Because, I'm in my zen. I'm ready to get zen.
Exactly.
And now I'm just pissed off. So what do I do? I thought, well, I have to be civilized.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to be the bigger person. So I set up my mat right in front of hers.
Yes, you did.
So she couldn't see herself in the mirror. She had to look at my rolls through the whole class.
Back rolls.
My back rolls. Yeah. And look, I'm bendy, so there's a lot of rolling happening.
Yes.
And I was giving her stink eye in the mirror the whole time. I'm warrior twoing and I'm almost flipping her off.
Yes.
So
there's that.
that's how that went down, and
That was amazing. You're going to get all the good karma for that.
That's right.
basically like another arm of yoga. There's
100%.
there's like the 8, extensions of yoga. That's like the 9th one.
right,
is
namaste.
Namaste, you stay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Next time I see her, I'm gonna kick her in her third eye. So that's that. But this is an exciting week. We've got a special guest with us, our very first in-studio, in-living room guest.
Oh my god, we are ready.
We've got
Snaps. Oh.
Snaps, Mrs. Rosalind Lazara.
Yes. Don't
The
get that
Tipsy Palm.
Snaps, snaps.
Yeah, she's going to be here with us for the weekend, and I think there's going to be some wine.
Never.
Yes.
I
Never
think there's
wine.
going to be some laughing, and there's definitely going to be more chips because we're almost out already.
The dips, right?
The
gotta have
dips.
the
I'm liking the
dips.
bugle. The
Yeah, we
bugle's
got
good.
bugles.
Bugles
Thanks-
are so good.
Thanks to the bugle.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, well,
of
it's a
course.
little bit of a throwback, which is our theme this week. Is we're going all things vintage.
Love.
And this is so perfect because Rosalind, as the Tipsy Palm, has an amazing online store where she sells, well, and sometimes she pops up too.
I do.
Where she sells home, she's got decor, she's got
Yes.
furniture,
Yeah.
and now clothing and accessories.
Fashion.
Super
Fashion.
fun. But before we
Love
get into
it.
all that, we have to talk about some pop culture things that happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those, I thought it's great that Rosalind is here because Rosalind has a daughter, Paige. Hi, Pagers.
Hello.
Hi.
Pagers, Wagers, who is going to the University of Victoria. And Rosalind did not have to pay for her to get into this school.
Well, she did.
Oh, I
well, she
had
did
to
have
pay.
to
I had
pay,
to
but
pay.
she
But the
she's
right
the
way.
right way. The right
Not
way.
for her to get
Paige
in.
did it all
She
on her
didn't
own.
have to
Yes, she
bribe
did.
a
Yes, she
proctor
did.
for a
No.
test
Right.
for her to get in.
So let's
My
start
girl
with
did
this.
that on her own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's start with this because this story in the U.S., this college bribery scandal, continues.
It's so good.
It's so good. And this week,
Yeah.
okay, there was the proper way to handle things, and then there was a bad way to handle things.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with the good.
Let's.
Okay.
Felicity Huffman
Yes.
apologized
Yes.
profusely.
Yes.
I mean, she hired a team to help her craft
Well,
this.
yeah.
And good for her
perfect
for doing
apology.
that. Good for her for
Exactly,
doing that.
yes,
Because you know
'cause-
what? You're in it. You're in the thick of things, and it's like if you're gonna try to handle the shit on your own, bad move.
Well, she obviously didn't know how to
Exactly.
handle shit.
Yes,
So
exactly.
let's
How
get
do you
someone to help
get
you.
somebody to help you?
She didn't anticipate this thing happening,
Yeah.
right? And this is what happens in life: is people have these outrageous things that, like, I mean, she got busted so hard and so publicly that you gotta handle this right.
Yeah, you don't say, I'm really sorry if I offended you or if you were offended by me.
Yeah.
You don't say that.
No.
You take responsibility.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry if you took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So she had the greatest apology ever, and she pled guilty. And so we'll see what's going to happen to Felicity Huffman, but what do you think? Like, that's how you handle it, right?
You do handle it that way, and I think that's totally right. But let's talk about one thing of, like, why she pled guilty. Like, do you think that, like, her lawyers told her that she needs to plead guilty so that she gets lesser charges?
Yes.
Is that kind of the whole...
Yes, because had she not, she would have been charged with money laundering. And that carries almost 20 years up in federal prison. So federal prison is different than...
regular prison?
Than, like, provincial prison.
Exactly. Is that the one that Martha Stewart went to?
Yeah. In the Beast. Like, this provincial life.
Can you imagine the reality show?
Oh, girl.
Felicity Huffman goes to jail. Oh, my God.
Well, listen.
This is going to become an after-school special.
100%.
Oh, yes.
100% it is. Yes.
So she she pled guilty. She avoided the money laundering, so that was very smart.
Yes.
Yeah, so absolutely. Her lawyers advised her, and she was smart, and she's eating it.
Yes.
And she is eating it.
Yeah.
And so how, do we know how many years she's going to go? Or
No, we haven't got that far yet.
It's not there yet. Okay.
They're saying possibly 4 months, something like that.
Please.
Oh,
Okay.
exactly.
You know what,
That's
girl?
enough time to learn how to make some ramen in the microwave.
That is it.
Yeah, Martha Stewart can do it. I'm sure Felicity can do it.
Listen, if
Totally.
Martha Stewart can do it, anybody can do it.
Well,
I
Felicity
feel like
Huffman should be friends with Snoop Dogg at this point because, like, look what that did to Martha's career.
you're right.
This could be the best career move for her ever.
Absolutely.
Right? She just got way more famous.
Yeah.
As did Aunt Becky.
Oh my God, Becky.
Who?
Becky with the bad hair.
Lori
Becky with the
Loughlin.
Becky with the bad hair.
Let's talk about how she's handling it now, okay?
Well,
It's not good.
no.
Okay, first of all, she hasn't pled guilty. Right, and, look, I'm not a lawyer. Maybe there's a reason why she hasn't pled guilty.
I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer.
This is basically becoming TMZ.
Oh my God.
Although
totally.
it's Canadian, so it's TMZ. So Becky continues to go about her yummy mummy lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
She is wit shopping for yoga pants.
Sure.
Buying flowers.
Sure.
She's taking selfies with fans.
Well, I don't know if those fans are real or if they were planted by her at the courthouse.
Wow.
I said it.
There, yeah, you did.
It's
it.
not good. It's
If
not
you
good.
came up to her on the street right now, wouldn't you take a picture? Like before, I probably would have walked right past her and been like, oh my God, it's Aunt Becky. But now I would totally take a selfie with her.
I would, and I'd be like, and the caption would be like, Mom, can you help me get into school?
I'm so dumb. Help me.
I'd Photoshop myself into like a... Yeah, outfit.
Yes, but I feel that, like, I don't know, I just find her to be so basic. Like,
So
it's just
basic.
so,
Well, she's
like,
the
you're just
queen of the
kind
Hallmark
like,
Channel.
I know, and she, oh my God, okay, so do you know, Roz, that Aunt Becky, and we talked about this a couple of episodes ago, but she's on a show that's called The Garage Sale Mysteries.
I do, and I learned that from listening to your podcast.
And
All the pop culture I know in the world is from your podcast.
it's
Hallelujah.
hallelujah.
It's
I
a public
appreciate.
service.
This is our
It is.
calling.
Honestly, it helps me in life.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you're.
Yeah.
I love you,
because
Roz. This is amazing.
this is not my job, right? So I love it. I'm just like, yes, Kiki, Carla, give me more, give me
Yes,
more.
I'm here for that.
So do you think that this happens in Canada? Like, as a mother of a university student, do you think this happens? Like, do you think, is that even possible in this country?
What? Sure.
You think?
Well, there's still politics
Oh, yes.
and there's still things of people knowing people and getting in places, but I don't know. I hope not. I just really hope not.
But
I always like to think the best in people.
Sure, but I feel like Canada's also, like, I mean, we have some great universities.
It's like,
100%.
where am I going to bribe you to go to University of Red Deer? Like, what?
Well, okay, look, I think we have like McGill. McGill is like known
Sure.
for
Yeah,
like,
it's a pretty
like
good school.
Smarty Pants.
Yeah.
All of my Smarty Pants friends have gone to McGill. Is there
UVic?
Well, the U of A
Yeah,
in
U of A.
Edmonton is
Yes,
a really hard
yes.
school to
Yeah,
get into.
it
It
is.
is. It's
Absolutely.
a very, very good school. I hope there's nobody being bribed to get into there. But I mean, you know what though? The difference is we don't have the sports teams, right? So
Yeah.
Canadian universities
True.
don't have the scholarships.
Yes.
They don't have the sports teams. They don't have that whole thing associated with it. So
Yeah.
I think maybe it is a bit different.
It is. I think you can
think
probably
it's different,
bribe
for sure.
your way in with like a box of Timbits. I think that's all you need.
Or a
I
little.
know somebody that owns a Tim Hortons.
That's right, a double. I'll give you a double every day. How about that?
Or a shooter of Swiss Chalet sauce.
No, this happened.
I can't
Okay.
even.
No, this happened because Brooklyn Heights from RuPaul's Drag Race, she did a video, Carla sent it to me today, on her Instagram where she was just doing a shot of Swiss Chalet sauce.
She was.
No, she did
yes,
not.
she did.
That
So
makes my
funny.
stomach hurt.
I know, but
I've never had Swiss
Yes,
Chalet.
you have. I've had it with you.
What?
At the shows, they used to bring us Swiss Chalet for dinner sometimes, and it
I
was
don't.
so gross.
I don't think I ever had
Yeah,
it.
you
I don't-
Okay.
no. Did I?
Okay.
Did I eat them? Did I?
We were forced to.
so we're making a pact. We're all gonna go to Swiss Chalet.
Oh my
okay?
God, okay.
So it's a senior
Yes.
sensation. Okay. Yes, we are. So here's what's gonna happen: is we're gonna. I know we're so off topic.
No,
we're
but-
gonna dip our fingers in the lemon sauce, and we're gonna fill not lemon sauce, but it's like
The
The
Hot
lemon
soup.
water.
It's like
Lemon water.
it's like the lemon bath.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So,
okay.
so then we dip our fingers in the
Yes.
hot lemon bath, and then we feel very luxuriating.
Yes.
Then we prepare our fingers,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go to town on this chicken, and then we dip every single piece in this nasty sauce that we don't know who cooked it or where it
what is-
came
And then
from.
we just stand in the Safeway deli, same diff.
Yeah.
The chickens.
But we're gonna do it,
Those
and we're gonna
chickens. You don't ever eat those chickens?
Oh, I do.
and we're gonna order orange pop. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm in for the orange
A
pop.
Fanta.
I'm in for
A
the
Fanta, as we like to
A
call it.
Fanta for the lady.
Fanta.
Right. Well,
Fanta.
Allie,
Yes.
Allie and I actually had dinner planned, but I'm going to throw it all in the garbage because we're going to Swiss Chalet. Carla, what else happened in pop culture? Because I know you're still like in recovery mode from screaming.
Screaming, gagging, all the feels. So it was a huge week in pop culture. So we spoke about this, I think it was the second week of the podcast, that the year of the pig is going to bring all the abundance and joy to us.
Yes.
And the pig has delivered. Like Miss Piggy is real.
Oink, oink.
Hallelujah. So first of all, we had Schitt's Creek, which, excuse me, again, I'm losing my voice about it. So Schitt's Creek is quintessential Canadian because it doesn't go for like the big moments that you expect in sort of an American sitcom. And I'm not the first one to like wave my flag around because you know what? I'm not that kind of girl, you know,
You're
because
Canadian.
exactly. I like to be, you know, humble, and I like to emote rather than I like to, you know, spray it and not say it. You know what I mean? So anyway. So, but there was something so beautiful about this season finale of Schitt's Creek. They featured a show within a show of cabaret, and they fully staged the production. It was so spectacular. The acting with our Canadian legends, Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, and of course Dan Levy, who really is creating a landscape of such beautiful acceptance. And
I can't wait to see more of what
100%.
he's going to create.
Yes, and I feel so proud. Like I feel like my heart is exploding in Canadian pride to be part of this moment. So it's truly like a moment in time, like Kelly Clarkson. We're Kelly. I'm a Kelly Clarkson song right now.
Your heart's going to explode, and we're all going to get showered with Swiss Chalet sauce. And double doubles.
Speaking of my heart exploding, so our Beyonce,
Oh
our
my
queen,
God,
our
let's-
queen bee.
That is.
So she proved to the world a year ago that she was the greatest living entertainer of all times. Period. Stop. End of sentence. Send the telegram. If you want to fight me on that, I will fight you. I will go to any single fight that you want to propose to me because I will take off my earrings, my Lee press-ons, everything because Beyonce is the greatest.
It's
So-
White Girl Fight Club.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm the president. If you want. So Beyonce, of course, staged the greatest feat of all times in her Coachella performance, and now she is bringing us to. I'm going to say that again because do you see how she's getting me all verklempt? Like I can't even speak. So she is bringing that to us via Netflix.
Oh,
so
God.
this film is directed by Beyonce. It's produced by Beyonce. It's executive produced by Beyonce. Musical arrangements by Beyonce.
Lighting by
Light-
Beyonce. Backup dancers are Beyonce.
Costuming
Beyonce.
Edits. The titles are just Beyonce, Beyonce.
When Destiny's Child make their special appearance, it was actually just Beyonce
Wearing a shitty wig.
pretending she couldn't dance like Michelle.
Don't ever get that twisted. Beyonce does not wear a shitty wig.
Never.
If she's
Never.
doing her Michelle, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Ooh, true.
Maybe. Michelle.
Oh, Michelle's worn some bad wigs. Anyway, so Beyonce is bringing this to us. It's a gift from our queen. So it's coming up this month. So it's on Netflix.
I am gagging.
I can't even handle it.
Gagging for it.
So speaking of the Bagency, so another member of our Bagency who is newly inducted, well, she was at the wedding, but now she is a confirmed member, is Miss Oprah Winfrey. So we have Oprah, we have Serena Williams, and we have Beyonce, who are all protectors of my best friend, Meghan Markle. So Oprah and Prince Harry, they have started a mental health initiative, and Oprah decided to tell the press how fabulous and wonderful Miss Meghan Markle is. So
Could
you
you
better not
imagine?
fuck with her.
Could you imagine what that is like to have like Oprah
Right?
on your side?
Like it wasn't enough that you just became a princess,
Right,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
accepted into
exactly,
the royal family,
yeah.
and
exactly.
all these things.
You're having a baby. It's like it's all happening.
Exactly. And a
All
couple years
happening.
ago, you were opening suitcases for Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
On
Did
that
she?
show.
I
Yes,
forgot
she
she
did.
did that.
Isn't that crazy?
What is that show
that is
called?
so-
When
Deal or No Deal. Yes.
What number was she?
I don't remember what number she was, but she opened that.
52.
She opened that
52.
suitcase.
She opened it
Yes.
and she opened it good.
Oh, she was so good at that suitcase.
Oh my god, I cannot even believe what that probably like imagine what she is feeling to be like, I am the world's princess.
She's on
basically.
top of the world.
Yeah.
like
Like,
literally on top of the world.
She can have anything that she wants.
Yes.
She has all of the fashion labels basically gagging.
And she
to-
brings it in the royal way.
Sure.
She's great.
Do we think that? Okay. I'm going to talk about it for 1 second.
Totally.
Okay?
ever?
I may just say something, and I like.
Careful.
I like her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that I love her.
Okay, it's okay.
You
We can
know,
still be friends.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. I just feel like, this is an open conversation. I feel like I need to
course,
just say my
you are
It's a
piece.
safe
free.
space.
I feel like I'm not really I'm not in love with her.
But you're
like
not a
how
royal
lot of-
watcher.
I am not a royal
Yeah,
watcher.
so there's that, right? You're not a royal.
No, but Diana, I gagged over. Like
Okay, but you
Still.
were 7.
Still.
So it was your beginning of
Sure, but even when she passed away and all these things, and I was watching it and I was like so sad and like it
Because
was.
you got to know Diana. Just wait to see what Megan does.
Yeah.
Well, I hope
She's
she
still
does
new.
something
She's
because
our
Yeah.
Diana.
I
Yeah.
hope
She's this
I-
generation's Diana.
Hallelujah.
You,
yes.
you said it right
Yeah.
there, and I hope I really really hope that she takes this platform and does something with it.
She
because
will.
She
I
will.
feel
She
like
will.
it's kind of been a little. She's
Pregnant,
been.
yo.
Listen, okay.
Did I just say yo?
Yo, you did. You did. Yeah. You
Yo.
guys, you heard it here
Yo.
first.
But-
But I just feel like I hope that she takes this platform and does something truly,
will.
truly amazing.
Well,
Well, we don't know that.
She's starting a mental health initiative with Oprah.
Yeah, okay, right there.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's
But the
pretty
thing
incredible.
is, right now, she has like the downward pressure of the royal family. Wait until she produces that heir or the spare or whatever it's called, the Jonas bonus, whatever she's producing.
Well,
Until she can be free, honey, she's bringing it so hard.
I hope-
she was
I
the
hope-
one who was writing messages to prostitutes on bananas. Like, she's bringing it.
I
know
hope.
what?
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Because
But
you
the
know
thing
what?
This is what I hope.
The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world.
If
Okay.
I ruled the world.
Imagine that.
Right?
Free all my sons.
That's Megan right now.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, a little
That's
Nas
Megan
for you.
right
That's
now.
Right. Okay.
So
all right.
trust
okay.
me, she's bringing it.
Well,
trustandbelieve.com/org.uk.
Yeah.
.co.uk. Let's get into our topic of the week, which is vintage.
Vintage.
And
Yes.
of course, we have the most perfect in living room guest for this.
Yes.
The Tipsy Palm.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Rosalind, now tell us a little bit about Tipsy Palm. For those
No, tell us something
10 million
about,
listeners that don't know.
Not even about Tipsy Palm, but just go into exactly who you are, what you do, because I know that you just love talking about yourself so
Yeah, it's
much.
my favorite, Allie. Thank you so much for that intro. It's fantastic. So I also am an interior designer. That's how Ellie and I met many years ago. With a love of mid-century and vintage pieces, and so I was always out there sourcing things for my own home as well as a few for clients, but could never leave that special thing behind. And so I was definitely hoarding, had a lot of items, and I just felt like I needed to share them with the world. So I started my own little Tipsy Palm.
Was this because Sean, your husband, was like, get this shit out of here.
Yeah,
you need to
yeah.
sell some of it.
Well, no, I mean, he definitely got a little frustrated. It was like our house was getting a little bit object heavy, if you will.
Yes. Maximalist.
Yeah, and it was, it was inspired definitely by trips down to Palm Springs, which is all of our favorite places to go, and going to the flea markets and just seeing all these beautiful pieces down there. And I just wanted to buy them all and share them with the world.
Here's the one thing about Roz that I think is so different than anybody else, because anybody can go to these vintage stores and shop for things and whatever it is. But Roz, I feel like, has this eye of finding the right piece. She just has this affinity of finding the most. It is a gift of finding the best, because I love garage sailing. I love going to vintage shops and doing that with Roz, and it's like one of our favorite things to do. But Roz just has this my
eyeballs hurt sometimes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And it's she just finds the most beautiful pieces, and I feel like she's like a curator of the best things, because a lot of people don't like going into vintage shops. They don't like going into Goodwill. They don't like going into a Value Village or whatever it is, because they're like, well, there's too many things. I don't even know what
It's
it
overwhelming.
is.
It's like people that tell you they don't like shopping at
Yes.
Winners.
Exactly.
It's like, well, it's just not your shtick. It's not
Sure.
your thing. But it's not because you can't love a piece that's from Winners.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
just that you can't find it in there.
It's the thrill of the find.
And so for me, it's like the thrill of the find when I go to a store and pull out these pieces is just amazing. And so it's obviously trickled into clothing and accessories for me, because I was always buying, vintage clothing for myself, but the things I was finding weren't always in my size. And I was like, but this cannot be left behind. Someone else needs to wear this beautiful dress or this fabulous coat or whatever it was. And so I would just buy them because I couldn't leave them behind. And then I found myself with an inventory of clothing, and I was like, well, I guess I better sell this stuff now.
So then there's
That's-
that.
So this
That's
has
how she was
become
born.
a lifestyle.
Yes.
It is. It's my sanity. So to give myself a little bit of a break from my interior design and clients and things and life and work and family and all of that stuff, I pop into a Goodwill. That's
So
my-
Goodwill. So you're finding things at Goodwill. Where else are you finding great stuff?
Well, a lot of that's my own little secret.
Oh,
Yeah, don't give that up. Do not give that up.
You better
But
don't.
it's like Ali says, it's Value Village, it's Goodwill, it's thrift stores, it's online at a few things, it's, definitely just keeping in touch with the community. But it is about having an eye. I do definitely curate what I purchase, right?
Yeah.
So I do have a certain look and a certain style of what I'm buying and what I love.
What is your style? What's your look?
Shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads. Shoulder
Shoulder
pads.
pads,
Shoulder
please.
pads.
Something with a pattern, something with some color, something with some interest, definitely for clothing, right? And so for vintage, it was definitely like for home decor stuff. I was totally into the mid-century, and now it's way more moving into that 1980s. Like I'm coveting those giant pink vases with like the fan.
Opulent.
Opulent.
All of
Everything.
Obviously, we're all about the brass, right? But it's
Yeah.
moving from that 70s brass
Because
into
I'm-
a little bit of that shiny
Shiny.
Yes.
and the beautiful like
Yes.
nesting tables and
Yes.
adding those little 80s touches into our home decor, right? I mean, it's like we're moving. Everything evolves, right? So 80s is like super hot in
100%.
fashion.
Yes, yes.
So let's start looking what happened in the 90s.
Yes.
Like, okay, 90s sucked for fashion. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was a lot of
It was a
It's
little sad.
oversized sweaters.
It was a little sad.
And,
There's a lot of
but
gap.
but also like when you look at the 90s, it was like these sport like the jackets with the matching pants.
tracksuits.
I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
People are wearing
And
those all
like
the
that
time
is
now,
that is
and
actually
it's-
on my list. My son has requested like for me to source out
tracksuit?
a vintage tracksuit for him. So
Ooh,
it's
girl.
like so there's things that people say
Yeah.
to me, you gotta
Sure.
keep your eye peeled,
Sure.
but so it's on the horizon.
I
Okay,
love
what
that.
is
That is so
like the
fierce.
best thing you've ever found?
A vintage Halston suede trench.
Hold up,
Hands
wait a
down.
minute.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Halston story
Yeah.
here
Where
for
did
one
you,
second.
What? Like,
Yeah.
where did you find this?
Let's talk about this.
I don't even. It was at a thrift shop here in Calgary. So I just break for thrift. Like that should be my like. I don't break just for garage sales. It's like I should have the ridiculous bumper stickers, but I don't even remember.
You need
what
to make
type of.
You need to make a T-shirt that says "I break for thrift."
Yes.
Like that's it. Like that should be your like.
So
Like
good.
your,
That's
your
my-
saying
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
It's like I break for thrift.
Yeah. So yeah, I was down here doing a show, and I just had some time to kill, so popped into this little shop and found this jacket, and I was like, oh my gosh, love this jacket, bought it. I was actually staying here with you guys, came home, showed Allie, I was like, oh my gosh, look at this Halston jacket, $8. This is like, it's actually like in the Met, like it's like an iconic piece. It's
Like it's in the Met Gala in New York.
Yeah, and
in
you do your
Manhattan.
research too, which is the most brilliant part of it. Is that
So
you know?
I'm not a big name brand person. Like I don't do a lot of, but I do know some things, and I do know quality, and I do know that, right? So
100%.
like you just saw this piece, and I was like, I do know Halston. Like that's just iconic to me.
Absolutely.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
So and I said to him, I'm like, yeah, and there were these 2 other jackets there with it, but the tags were cut out, and I kind of left them behind because they were a size too small for me, and he freaks out.
I said, what
is
in
what-
the fuck? you left them there?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Friendship over.
No,
Yeah.
we need to go right
Get
now.
your
immediately.
shoes
Let's
on.
get in the
Get
car.
in the car.
That's right. That's right.
Don't
Go back
talk-
to Edmonton.
This is
Don't
before
talk
I
to
was
me on the
selling
way
the
there.
clothing.
Yeah, totally.
Luckily, I went back the next day. They were still there, and I actually just sold them a couple weeks ago in Edmonton at this amazing event called the Wardrobe Exchange. That this really awesome girl in Edmonton, if you could follow her, it's at Life Pre-Loved, and she is killing it in all things vintage and
Beautiful.
organizing these
Love.
amazing events around like community and thrift and all this like
Yes.
reused clothing and anyways,
So
blah, blah, blah.
cool.
She's
But-
fantastic.
But here's the thing too, it's like when you think about like vintage, and a lot of people like, I mean, we have a lot of clients too that it's like, you know, you bring up the term wallpaper, and sometimes they just like, they're like, oh no, I grew up with wallpaper and I hate it, the flocked wall, and it's like, you know what, we have to really embrace that vintage feel, because
Yes.
it's like there's so many good things that came out of so many great eras that we need
Yes.
to start incorporating into
Exactly,
our
and
interiors.
it's pulling. I mean, it's the same with interior design and fashion, right? It's
Yes.
pulling the little elements that were good and leaving
Absolutely.
behind some of the ones that weren't so much. So
Yes.
Absolutely.
a shoulder pad isn't a bad thing.
Never.
A giant Joan, like, you know, like, yeah, okay, maybe we don't want to do that, but like a little shoulder pad.
Leave
a
that to the
little
queens.
Yes. Miss
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
So, but
Leave it to Brooklyn.
adding some taper to our outfits, adding some dimension to them, some patterns, some different fabrics, right? I don't know, pairing it all, just not wearing a tunic and skinny jeans and sneakers.
Absolutely.
Let's just mix it up a
that
bit,
was
right?
made by some child in Bangladesh. Like, let's,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we need to stop contributing to this
Agree.
global
Agree.
waste of clothing. It's really awful. So if we can start thinking about, like, they said, you know, projecting that a third of everyone's wardrobe within the next 5 years is actually going to be used or vintage clothing.
Oh.
Which is amazing.
What?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
a third of every
All right.
woman's closet in the next 5
Yeah.
years will be, that's what they're projecting. It's the fastest growing industry.
Vintage.
Outstanding.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you know what? I
And
think
you
it's
have
time
a
for
good hand in it.
like people need to know that you don't want to dress like a mannequin anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even shop. We don't even shop at the mall that often anymore because I find that you see literally the same thing in
shit.
every store.
100%.
You're like last spring. Remember, it was black with colored florals.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
and that was in
as
literally in
I'm
every
wearing
store.
as I'm wearing florals today.
Okay, florals are amazing.
that's
Florals
fine.
have always.
I do love
I
a
don't
good
hate
floral.
Florals for
I-
spring. How groundbreaking.
How groundbreaking.
I just hate that we all end up
Yes,
looking
Priestley,
the same.
work it.
We all look the same.
all look the same.
and I don't love. So
Yeah.
you know,
But this is what I love about the vintage stuff that Roz is doing, is that you can really add your own personality, right? Like I feel like
So it
that's what's
doesn't have to
missing.
be like your whole outfit has to be vintage.
No, you
It's
don't
right,
have to look
I
like
sell
you're-
a lot of vintage scarves.
Sure.
So tie that around your purse.
Yes.
You've got a
Yeah.
little touch, right?
Yeah.
It's like add a little element of something that's unique and you and a
Yes.
pattern that you love, or color that you love
100%.
to your outfit, right?
Great.
So is it a little jacket that you're wearing with your white tee and your denim, right? Like I'm a white tee denim sneaker kind of girl all the way, but I have rows of blazers that go over top of that are
Yes.
I love it.
all these crazy plaids, or they're whatever they are. They're just
I think people
Fun
just
pieces.
need to step outside of the box a little bit and to think that, you know what, you don't necessarily need to go to the mall to find things.
Yes.
You need to start sourcing at your local markets that are out there, and I think that
there's
those
so
are
many
the
pop-ups.
pop-ups are happening
It's
all the time.
amazing, and
Shop
I
in
do
each
think
other's
it's happening.
closets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shop their closet, all that stuff, right?
Yes. So before we get into our next game that Kiki Carla has like so well curated for us, we're so excited. Before we leave you, Rosalind, what is your Instagram handle? How can people find you? What is your
At Tipsy Palm.
At Tipsy Palm?
Yeah, I like drinking mimosas in Palm Springs. I am a Tipsy Palm.
Yeah, you do. And then what's your website?
Tipsypalm.com.
There you go. Don't get that twisted ever.
Tipsypalm.com.
Tipsypalm.com. Tipsypalm.com. All right, Kiki Carla, what is next?
We love clapping.
What's
Oh my
this
god, we
game?
do love clapping.
So I'm thinking about vintage items, thinking about vintage everything. I mean, it was jogging my mind and I was thinking like, what is truly vintage? And I thought, because of course my jam is always things pop culture, and I was thinking, what is truly vintage is theme songs with lyrics. Because we don't see that anymore. Like
Bring it back.
besides the
Bring it
Unbreakable
back.
Kimmy Schmidt, which is like our goddess Tina Fey, thank you very much. But we don't see every episode, like every show since like Seinfeld tried to just sort of put a little score to it,
Yes.
and to be understated and exactly like no thank you. so and then I was thinking like that's what's sort of missing, you know, in that is like that song
Oh my
explaining
God,
what
yes,
the
Carla.
show is all about.
Oh
So we're
my
gonna
God.
guess the songs.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like speak the lyrics
hope
in
his
my
boss is in here.
poetic way, and you're just gonna guess based on the lyrics.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. I
Okay,
can't
we're
even.
ready. So the first one, we're just gonna practice. We're just gonna dress rehearse.
Okay,
So
alright,
if you
alright.
get this wrong, podcast is over. Friendship is over. Thank you very much. Scene. Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
alright. If we
Yeah.
don't get
No
this
pressure.
one.
No
oh
pressure,
my god.
no
oh
problem.
god.
No
oh
problem.
jeez.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh my god. Golden Girls.
Golden
Okay,
Girls.
exactly.
Oh.
So you know how it works. You know how it works.
All right.
Dorothy,
Yes,
Blanche,
yes.
Sophia.
We're friends on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
All the
ready?
things.
Friendship is intact.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
Show me that smile again. Don't waste another minute on your crying.
Wonder Years.
No!
Oh!
Oh,
We're nowhere near the end. The best is ready to begin.
who's the boss?
No! As
my
long as we
God.
got each other. We're
Oh, Family Ties.
no!
Oh my god! Wait, oh my god! Yo, Jason, why don't you
Growing
just
Pains.
Yes!
Oh, Growing Pains.
Oh my god. All the same show, though.
Yeah.
All the same
Yeah.
show. You got this.
Okay.
Wow.
Growing Pains.
Okay,
This is
that
gonna
was
take
a
a
tough
while.
one. That was a tough
Oh,
one.
that
This
was a
is super
toughie.
easy though.
Okay.
Like, Allie, if you don't get this,
Oh my god, girl.
we're over.
Oh god, no, don't do this.
Now this is a story all about how
Oh my god, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Thank you.
Oh my god. And this is the
best.
story all about how my life got flipped
turned
turned upside
upside
down.
down.
I'd like to take a minute and sit
Sit
right
right
there.
there. Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay, it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time.
Muppet Show.
Yes!
Oh my god! That was so good! Oh my god, good one, Jason. Jeez. Oh my god, it's time to play the music.
It's time to light the lights. It's time to get the party.
Muppet Show tonight. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, I love that.
I
Okay,
want
ready?
that back.
Oh, I know.
Okay, here we go. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting
Three's
for
Oh
you.
my god,
Company.
Three's Company.
Yes,
Yes.
the kisses are hers and hers and his.
Yes, hers of hers.
Three's Company too. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. This is hard. This is really hard. I'm
Oh my
just
god.
telling you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly, with stories to share. All through the forest, they sing out in chorus, marching along as their song fills the air. Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Oh my god, Care Bears?
No.
Oh my god. Wait, no,
That
I know.
shows the generation
I know,
gap
sorry.
right here.
No, wait. And bouncing here and there and everywhere.
High adventures that beyond compare. They are the...
Oh my god, they're the. Oh my god, what is. Oh my god. Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
High adventures that beyond compare. They are the...
Oh my god.
It's a bear. It's a bear. You almost had it. You eat it.
Oh my god.
The
I
gummy
the gummy
bears.
bears! Oh
That's
my
a thing.
god.
Yes.
Oh my god,
That's
see?
right.
I know none of this stuff. I learned all my pop culture and
See?
TV from you.
There you go. You're getting learnt.
It's a
There was
public
a
service.
show about gummy bears?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, I was
See?
gonna put DuckTales on this list too.
Oh my god.
but-
Oh, DuckTales.
I have no idea.
I seriously used to watch DuckTales every morning
Oh, I love
before I went to
DuckTales.
school, like, because that would it used to come on.
I was
at,
already
like,
in
7.
university.
It was it was on at 7:00 in the morning, and I used
Yes.
to watch DuckTales. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, ooh. Oh my god, I love. Oh god. Okay, more. I need more.
Okay. Oh, this is easy. Love and marriage. Love and
Oh my
marriage.
god.
Go together like a horse and carriage.
Marriage, love and
Yeah,
marriage.
married with children.
Married with children.
Yes.
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 Oh my god.
Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning, I don't think I'll ever make
Saved by
it
the
on
Bell.
time. Yes!
Yes! When I wake up in the morning and I
and
feel like I wanna.
I've never seen Allie this excited about anything.
I'm loving this.
By the
This
time
is
I
gonna be
grab
our
my
whole
books and I
weekend.
give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus go by.
Allie wasn't this excited when I proposed to her.
We're thinking Zach Morris and his
Oh my
enormous cell
god.
phone.
Oh my god, I used to have a crush on Zach Morris. He was so cute.
I've had sex dreams about Zach Morris. Anyway,
100%.
okay, so ready? It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love
Oh my
and
God!
tradition of
Full
the
House?
grand. Yes!
Yes!
Carl Winslow.
No.
No,
that's
Full
not
House.
Oh, what's he? Oh,
Carl Winslow
That's
was
Aunt
Family
Becky.
Matters.
Oh,
Yes,
Family
thank
Matters.
you.
Matters.
Steve Urkel.
Like
so
100%.
I know.
What's up?
Laura.
What was he saying? What was
Steve-
Steve Urkel saying?
Did I do that?
Did I do that?
Do you remember when he was sexy and he was Stefan
Oh,
Urkel?
Stefan Urkel. Yes, of course I remember that.
I know none of this.
Ross is...
I didn't have TV from 1990 until 2004.
That's
Oh my god! What? Are you serious?
We have so much catching up to do.
92 to 2004. Yeah, I didn't have TV for over a
Okay.
decade.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a
So
lot to catch
we're
up.
educating
well,
you.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
You're- yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're good.
okay.
I'm like,
Okay.
go back to the Love Boat
Do we have a
Fantasy
couple
Island.
more?
I'll nail
We do.
those.
We do. You take the good. You take the bad. You take the
Facts of
all.
life.
Yes.
Facts of life.
I'm like, I'll just sing. I'll never be
There
able
you
to.
go.
Yeah,
Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Whatever happened to predictability? The
Perfect
milkman-
Strangers!
No. The milkman, the paper
Paperboy
Boy.
and be that TV.
Full House.
No. Everywhere you
Family
look.
Matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were a step.
I feel like it's a
you were
drinking
step
game every
ahead
time
of
I
me.
go get one.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
isn't that
That's Family Matters. You just were a step ahead of me. You
no,
were inside
is
my
it-
head.
what
That was
happened
Family
to
Matters.
The Paperboy, the Biz and
No,
TV.
No, I think that was Full
That's
House.
Full House. That's
Whatever
totally
happened
happened
to-
to predictability.
You know what? My notes got
Da-da.
fucked up. You're right.
Yeah,
Listen,
no, it's all good.
We've had a lot of confusion with Aunt Becky.
Oh my god! You know
She's
what?
trying to sabotage. She's trying to make me dumb.
You know what? Becky
Like her
with the bad
daughters.
hair. Fuck
yeah,
you.
fuck you, Becky. Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is street.
Sesame Street.
Yes.
Oh my god! How did that go? All I know is dun dun.
Can
dun,
you tell
dun,
me
dun,
how
dun,
to
do it again?
get-
How to get to Sesame Street? Okay.
Do you remember the '90s like dance remix?
This is the one I'm
version?
talking about. Like
Yes.
dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god! I love that remix.
Whew. Okay, we're almost there. Now the world don't move to the beat of one drum. What might be right for you?
Different
may not
strokes.
For right beat. Yes, different strokes.
Oh,
I loved it.
okay.
Yes. What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Okay, ready?
Okay,
I know
yeah.
my parents love me. Stand behind me, come but may. I know now that I'm ready, yeah. For I finally heard them say, from where you come from. Yes, it is now.
A different world.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Do you
it's
see
a
how I
different
did
world.
world?
It's a different
From where you come, Dwayne Wayne.
Oh my god!
Whitley?
Whitley! Whitley! Oh, girl.
Okay,
Oh my
ready?
God. Oh my
Okay, we're
God.
almost there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shmeal, Shamaka.
Oh,
Half a parent,
Laverne and
half a
Shirley.
parent. Yes, we're gonna do it. Yes.
Do you guys know I never watched that show?
Okay. We're so having a full Sunday fun
Of
day
Laverne and
just watching
Shirley?
Laverne
Okay,
and Shirley.
but do you know what show I used to watch
Yes.
all the time and loved it so much?
Alice?
No, but Alice is good. Alice is good too. Yes, that. But like, when she throws her hand, like her, Mary
Mary
Tyler
Tyler
Moore,
Moore.
and And then what was her friend's name? Rhoda. I used to watch Rhoda.
Oh, I loved
And Mary
Rhoda.
Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler
Yes.
Moore show
That
was
time.
amazing.
Talk
I
about
loved it
fashion.
so
Talk about
much.
fashion.
Hi.
Talk about
She
fashion.
killed it.
Okay, this is the last one. If you don't get this, again, it's over.
Oh God.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Let's sing it all together.
Cheers.
Wouldn't you like to
get
get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows you're gay. That's called the gay bar.
Oh my God. Yes, it is. 100%. It is called the gay bar. That's amazing.
Okay, so you guys know how I love a good list.
We love
Yes.
She's a list lover.
I found a list titled Vintage Health Ads That Actually Give Horrible Advice.
Ooh, I love it.
Let's
Yeah,
get
so these
Okay.
these are real old. And you know what? There's so many. I wish I could go through all of them, but I want
Okay.
to keep it short.
Okay.
So, how about this one? Hip, hip, hooray for Rudolph. Rudolph and his glowing nose teach kids an important lesson. Radioactivity is nothing to be afraid of. And the poster has got
Glowing is good.
Yes.
Rudolph flying over a giant nuclear power.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? We have to post this on
I'll
our
share
we,
this.
we have to share this on our Facebook page because people need to see this. It's so oh my God. Okay,
This one
what's
is
the next
really
one?
good. So this one says, burn old flashlight batteries in the fireplace now and then. The burning zinc may help prevent soot formation, and the metals and chemicals make colorful flames.
Hey! Green fire!
Let's have a fire show.
Make
Oh
sure
my
to roast your
God.
wieners and marshmallows over
Exactly.
that flame.
He's like, Dad,
It'll turn your marshmallow purple and
tell me,
green.
Dad, do we have any batteries that we can put in our
burn.
fireplace?
Can you imagine?
my
I love
God.
this one. So this is very Mad Men. It's like
Okay,
it's hilarious. It says, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Yes, they do.
100%.
Marlboro is shit.
Yes. We're all
And then
about
there's one
camels.
beside it that says, now scientific evidence on the effects of smoking.
Yes.
And there's a guy sitting there who's giving you like the thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh, yeah.
it's good.
Well, let's just
good.
talk about Mad Men for a second because that show was the ultimate.
Oh,
like
yeah.
ultimate.
I've watched that series 3 times in its entirety because 1 for the show, 2 for the clothing, 3
The
for the
aesthetic.
set design.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
100%. That is.
They nailed every
It's
element.
a brilliant,
Yes.
brilliant show, and if you haven't watched it, you really need to get into it because it's so freaking amazing. But the amount of smoking and drinking that happens in
All
that
you
show,
want to do is drink old fashions and
have a
smoke.
cigarette.
It's
Yes.
just
Well, then
Every-
great.
You know what, you guys? It's only 8:30, so
So
we can
have
do
time.
this.
We have time. Okay.
This
great.
one is my favorite. It looks like it's a magazine cover, but it says butter, good and good for you.
Yes, God.
Listen to this. Your nutrition tip. Butter is slippery.
Yes, it is.
That's why we eat as much as possible to lubricate our arteries and veins. Yay, butter!
I knew it was good.
Right? I know.
That's gonna be like on my Facebook profile.
100%.
Slippery veins.
And this one
She's got slippery
That's her new
arteries
drag
and a
name.
GI tract.
Oh my God, totally. That's a new drag name right there. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Slippery Arteries.
She walks on like Evie Oddly.
Oh my God, Evie Oddly, totally.
We're going there next. This one is my favorite. This is number 1. It's a poster of, it's black and white, and there's a man's hands holding like a giant block of something, and it said, "Let this magic mineral, asbestos, protect the buildings on your farm."
Oh jeez. Oh my God.
It says asbestos, the magical mineral of the Middle Ages.
Yes.
Today, still a magic mineral, fireproof, rot-proof, and practically indestructible.
Except that it'll kill you. It'll kill you. Oh my God.
Isn't that terrifying?
It's so
though?
fucking
We don't
terrifying.
know. We so don't know.
This is the golden age of
It's like
advertising.
it's indestructible, but girl, you're not. So
That's it. But you're right, Jason. What you said is like the golden age of advertising, and then you like switch that back up to like Mad Men because that was an advertising agency, and they were in charge of like just spinning
Well,
things.
Lucky
100%.
Strike was
Well,
their
totally.
moneymaker,
Yes,
right? It was
yeah.
like all about, even though they knew it was so bad for you, it was like, we gotta
They
sell
just-
those cigarettes.
yeah.
Sell them smokes.
Sell them
Oh my
Sure.
god!
Yeah.
So that's a
That
good
was
list,
so
Jason.
That was a
fun.
good
That was a
list.
good
I'll
list.
share that in our show notes. So
Asbestos. Oh my.
Oh my
people
god!
take a good look.
That's
Well
half of our
done.
job is
All
getting
right.
asbestos out
100%.
of places.
I know.
now.
We
Yeah.
actually had asbestos in our house because we live in a house that was built in
Sure.
'59.
Yeah.
So when we did our main floor renovation, we had to get our main floor remediated, which means
the dudes in the hazmat suits, like you were like ET in your
yes,
house. Like,
and so
trying to
everything was covered in
Sure.
plastic. It cost $10,000.
Yes.
For us to get our
Yes.
house.
So they're like, what you gonna do?
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah.
No, like, there's nothing you can do. So they can charge $1 million, and it's like, well,
Sure.
I have to pay this because I'm not living with asbestos unless we keep our vinyl floors, which was not happening because Jason hated them.
Yeah, they had to go.
So there was that.
They were fine.
Okay. All right. Well, this is the time of the show where we get into RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Start your engine.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
May that
Best woman win.
Now, if you're not watching the show or you don't want a spoiler, now's your chance to, go listen to My Favorite Murder,
Okay.
my other favorite podcast,
Or catch up on episodes.
or catch up on.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I assume
why
that
are you-
people are listening
I
to
know, but
like
why are
all
you
the
promoting
episodes.
other podcasts? Just stop that right now.
Exactly.
Okay, producer Jason. Okay.
And scene.
Yeah.
You know what? Stay sexy and don't get murdered. But no, okay.
RuPaul
It is
Drag
honestly.
Race.
We've been talking about how this season has been so exceptionally good, and I feel like
Loving
it's
it.
getting better and better.
No, you know why?
Every episode.
This episode was epic for me because it brought back all of the fashion feels for me.
Yes.
Because it was like, let's do a fashion challenge where they are given things
Yes.
that they have to make their outfits out of.
DIY.
Organics.
A DIY, yes, organics. It was all
Yes.
about, they had corn husks, they had peas, they had beans, they had
Flowers.
They had all of these things and they had to make an outfit out of them, which I feel like, and I've said this before, it is a true test of a good drag queen
Yes.
that can take those fucking elements and make them shine.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Get
Get
creative.
creative. That's what drag queens are all
1000%.
about. You know, not all drag queens have $1,000 fucking dresses that they can walk out in. It's
Yes.
like that's not what it's about.
No.
Drag queens are great because they were given zero.
Yeah.
And they had to make something out of it.
a glue gun and a dream.
100%.
Yes.
This
and
is
I
what it's all
love
about.
the title,
That I
Farm
got.
to Runway.
Yes.
Farm to runway.
Oh.
Yes.
There were, and I have to say, when they
So
rolled
good.
out that big table with all the stuff,
And the
I was
eggs, the-
laughing
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard.
The eggs kind of killed it for me because I'm like, why you gotta have fucking eggs
And
up
the
in
pine
this
cones.
shit? Like who the pine? Well, you know,
They
pine
could've got
cones you
that in
could do
our
something with.
yard.
Maybe make like a little like headpiece out of them. But fucking eggs.
Maybe.
What are you gonna do with eggs?
Yeah, eggs is tough.
Eggs is tough.
Well, you could.
Yeah, they could've
you
made
could
shoes
take
out
the
of them.
shells, and you could crush them, and you could spray paint them and make them into like kind of like a fish
The
skin.
DIY queen
Oh,
speaks.
she's coming.
Yes.
She's coming for us.
Quick funny story is that when Roz and I first met, she was kind of known as like the DIY queen,
Oh,
and she
it was
hated
like,
it.
I was actually the guru.
Guru,
If you-
DIY
Yes,
guru.
yes,
Sorry,
yes.
and she hated it so much because she's like, I fucking hate DIYs. Why do I have to always
Well,
do DIYs?
okay, I love
You
crafting.
do, yes, of course. And so, and
I am not a DIY guru.
So do I.
But you don't want to be known as the crafting
No.
lady.
No.
like
No.
Yeah.
It's up to somebody else.
But you actually good point with the eggs because then you have to like but also it's like a whole thing. You have to crack them and then you have to crush
Exactly.
the shells.
Get creative.
Well, that's it.
Also, egg would be like a good coating to something. It would make something shiny, like an egg white.
Ooh. Or like instead of Vaseline.
out.
like
Whoa.
some
out.
Whoa, that's it. Mic drop.
New consultants to the drag
Good
queen.
little highlighter on the cheekbone.
Not only is she
Hey.
Tipsy Palm, not only is she an interior designer, but she is the consultant to the
Of
drag
eggs.
stars. Yeah.
well, I thought there was going to be like an egg fight
Oh.
Oh.
in the workroom because there are some queens that are not getting along so hot this season.
Silky.
Silky and Evie are friends off.
Yeah, it's over.
They're friends off.
Yeah.
And you know, they keep saying like, "Oh, I want to end up in the bottom with you."
I'm
Take
getting
you down.
you know what? I'm getting
wanna
kind of
take you
tired
down.
of that story, though.
I'm
I
not.
have to tell
I'm
you,
not.
you're not getting tired
No,
of it.
no, I want drama.
But I want drama with other
Live for
queens.
it.
It's
I
just
know,
it's always Evie and it's always
True,
fucking Ganache.
true.
It's always those two. You know, like
I
why is it
know, but
Ganache
I
and
just-
Eve?
Yeah, but I like the drama. I like it.
No, it's fun. And you know what's so fun about the season is that yes, we've got those dramatic moments.
Yeah.
We also saw Raja was throwing shade all over
I
the workroom.
cannot
Fuck
stand
off,
her.
Raja.
Well-
Fuck off is right. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what? You're not a good drag queen.
We hate you.
You know, and you can't fucking you look horrible and everything that you do. Those big old fucking glasses that you're wearing that don't even have any sort of they're like they don't even have lenses in them. Do you know
Oh, they
that?
don't?
They don't have
No.
fucking lenses in them.
No.
They don't, because if they did, they would reflect, and maybe they told her
Exactly.
to take them off because of the camera or whatever. But it's just like, you know what? Just take those fucking
Yeah.
shitty things off.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
we did have
she's
we
after
did
have.
have a really beautiful moment this week.
I
We had
cried.
a super
Oh.
sweet little minute
We
with
did.
Plastique
We did.
Tiara.
Yeah.
She really opened up, and we haven't really heard a lot from Plastique. She's been sort of just killing it because she's
Beauty.
like, a bombshell.
She's a beauty queen.
But she really opened up to Rue in the workroom.
True.
And it was so cute. And Rue ended up hugging her.
What is
She
what
said,
was her saying?
well, you know, because Plastique was opening up about how her
Yes.
family didn't really understand that she was a drag queen, and they didn't they just didn't appreciate it. And Rue like really went in,
Yes.
gave her all the feels, and said, "Well, I'm your new mommy."
I'm your new mommy. Oh my god, it was the most magical moment. And actually, at first, I was like, is Rue actually going to go over and hug her? Because
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
this is the moment to actually hug
Yes.
someone. And she hasn't done that before.
No,
She's-
Rue doesn't give that
no,
out. Like
she
even in
doesn't.
the earlier seasons.
No, girl. No,
Yeah.
she doesn't do that. And she came and she hugged, and it was a beautiful moment. And it was, I cried, obviously.
Yeah,
I'm a
same.
crier.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
I was like, it was such a beautiful moment. And I love Plastique.
Same.
I
I
love
love
her
her.
so much.
Yes.
I love her personality.
Yeah.
I love her accent.
Yes.
I love how fucking she kills the looks every single fucking time.
True.
And it's like, you know what? All this like personality bullshit, it's like she has it, but it's like, you know what? She's serving looks, and that's what drag queens do, is they
Exactly.
serve fucking looks,
Yeah.
and that's what she's doing.
Agree.
Well, and it was a week to turn out the looks, and how one of our favorite queens came back. Alyssa.
Do it,
Oh my
do
God.
it.
Okay, ready?
Go.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back rolls.
That's it.
Alyssa Edwards.
Oh my god, she
Yeah,
is.
she came to teach the pumpkin
Oh
pies.
my god.
She's a goddess.
She is the queen of the one-liners. We're gonna go
100%.
see her coming. She's coming to town.
I cannot wait.
Oh,
I
when is
cannot
that
wait.
show?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it after, but yeah, she's coming.
I can't
So we're ready for her. All her one-liners, all her like advice to the queens on the runway.
It's so good. And you know what? She doesn't miss a beat. Alyssa
Never.
Edwards does not miss a beat. She's always on it, and she's brilliant, and she looked fucking gorgeous.
That wig.
Yes,
And
she did look good.
And
God.
she's Plastique's mama.
Yes. For
She's
real
her
mama.
grandmother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her
And it's-
biological mother.
It is.
Yes.
Hallelujah, biological mother. That's
she
right.
birthed her. But you know what's
All
the
the way
funny-
from Vietnam. Yes.
The funniest thing though is she's like, I thought that after La Ganja I was gonna have to get my tubes tied,
No! That was so good. That was a beautiful.
but I gave it one more chance,
Yes.
and you know, you don't embarrass me, Plastique.
I know.
She's so funny.
And Plastique did not disappoint because she won.
Oh, she was so good.
She won this time around, and
She
she
did
and
win.
okay,
Yeah.
so Kiki,
She
Carla,
super
I know
killed
you.
it.
I know you have something to say about this.
I'm a little
Come
angry.
on, that's okay. Let's
She's a little angry.
Let's talk about
okay,
it.
let's talk about the runway. So of course we had the goal of the runway, as we said, was farm to runway. So
Mm-hmm.
what Rue specifically said in her directions was something that could be shown at New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
So we had Evie Oddly, who I think did really well. Like it was gorgeous.
beautiful. It was like almost Hawaiian in
See,
that
I
color scheme?
completely
All the
disagree with
color,
that because
it was-
I felt like hers was like a DIY mess. I did not like it. I felt like it was like a hula skirt that just went
Sure.
nowhere.
But she
for
shouldn't
me.
have won. Yeah, but the colors were so beautiful. But I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, that's why she definitely should not have won. So if we're just talking about the tops, then we had Plastique. And then Plastique had like a really ballerina moment, as Rue said, like a Brooke Shields, like 1983, like
Yes.
cover of Cosmo kind of moment. I can see that. Like the headpiece was super interesting, but then like to the challenge, like could you wear that little corset, ballerina moment on
7th Avenue?
Exactly. Like
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Okay,
But then
I feel you.
Brooklyn, holy fuck, she had this draped like
The
denim
denim moment.
dress, but then she had all these like orange moments. So she had like these like candied orange earrings, and then the purse was like oversized. I would wear that tomorrow. Like it was so fucking
was
She
chic.
beautiful.
had her DIY
shoes?
moment for sure.
Here's my thing. How the
God.
fuck does denim come into farm to fucking drag?
Because it was like organic materials. So they had like burlap, and then they had like
were
they had
denim
to
on the
have
farm.
like.
But I guess that's right.
But it was like
Okay.
organic
All right.
materials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you know what? Based on like where Plastic had come and like how she did in the challenge, I agree that like she did super well. But in terms of that, like Brooklyn just smashed it so hard, and that look like was so. Like I feel like I'm juicing out of my body right now because
Yeah,
it was so
chic.
sexy.
It was
so
beautiful,
chic.
and I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Do you think that it played up with the show, and they were kind of like, well, we can't have her win yet
100.
another challenge.
100.
And Plastique had a moment.
Yes.
So that they need to then
Yes.
play up a little bit of that Plastique moment and
Yes.
let her win.
Yeah.
So that I feel like this is again, it's like that overproduced kind of stuff that is happening
Yes.
in this show,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
not kind of reality.
You might be
but could
right.
be, I don't
You're
know.
watching a reality show, though. You get that, right? Like it.
I get it, but you know what? But it was never. But Roz, it was never like that before. It was never
No.
like that before. Now that
True.
it's changed to
VH1.
the VH1.
Okay.
The
okay.
whole
So
concept,
yeah, I can't comment, right?
No,
Because
but-
I don't.
but
I haven't watched it from beginning to
it is
through.
it is a point that needs to be said where I feel like it was never like that before because I feel like it was always based on the challenge, and now I feel like it's
Yes.
based on what people are going to
Ratings.
love and
Totally.
ratings and all of this
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
And
too
it's-
much.
it's-
Yeah,
it's-
totally.
it's-
Yeah.
it's changing. I still love the show. I will never stop watching it. I think it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This season is
It's
incredible.
brilliant. Yeah.
And I love it. But I feel like it's a little producey. Right?
Agreed, because when you go back to the earlier seasons, and that's why, like, I remember describing the show to somebody and describing why I loved it, because I said, like, you watch other reality TV shows, and it's like every sort of elimination or something that happens, like the winner of the season, it's always like, maybe
Yeah,
it shouldn't
yeah,
have been
yeah.
that person, but like every single, except for All Stars 4, but every single winner was completely
They deserved
deserving.
it. They
Absolutely.
deserved
I agree.
And so it's just like there's no like in every single season finale I wasn't left like wanting more or feeling disappointed because it was that girl who
It
should
was
have won.
right.
Yeah, so I know what you mean. Like it does get to that produce point.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think that's why they couldn't, have Brooklyn winning. I agree 100%. But that outfit was so good.
It was beautiful.
But they
It
did
was
pick the right
beautiful.
two for the bottom this
Yes,
week.
they did. Yes,
Raja
they did.
and Akira, who won last week,
Yeah.
who totally nailed it.
I know.
Oh, how they fall.
Oh,
But Akira is still my fucking jam.
I love
She's
her.
great.
I
She is great.
love her too. I think she's fucking fantastic.
She's dark horse all
yes,
the way.
100%.
Top 4.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there, but I have to say, the lip sync for your life was one of the most enjoyable.
I loved it.
I thought that Akira, obviously we know that Raja got turfed.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah, but Akira,
But
Raja was known for her lip syncs, right? Because
Yeah.
this is the last 3 that she's been in
Yes,
the bottom.
yes.
And she gave the lip sync and she won. But Akira was like,
was
I'm
so
not having
funny.
any of this shit, bitch.
Oh.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. And she fucking gave looks, she gave face, she gave dance, she gave
Instruments?
all the
She gave us
She
instruments.
yes, the trumpet and the this and
guitar.
that. It was like fucking brilliant. I loved it.
And
I
the
loved
moment
it.
at the end where like the song says strut and she
Yes.
points to Raja.
And she's like, get the fuck out.
oh my god! And
It was
her
brill.
face was everything.
I know.
Like
Even
Yes.
even before the lip sync happened and she was getting all the critiques, you could see in her face that she was just like
Oh, she was ready.
getting ready. Like
She
inside
was
was
ready.
boiling. There was like fire
Yes.
inside of her and she was like getting oh god, it was so
Yeah.
good. It was
Can
so
I tell you?
good.
I have to tell you guys, my favorite moment
Yes.
of the show
Yes.
was when RuPaul said, "While you unhusk." in the
There were so many
workroom.
corn moments. There
It
were so
was
many
so
corn moments on the
silly.
show. So many corn moments.
It was so good. I mean, sometimes their puns can get a little bit too
much.
corny.
Yeah.
I know, but they're too
unhusk.
unhusked.
So
is
good.
Stop it. Who
Yeah.
wrote that
So
is my
good.
hero.
Yeah,
Totally.
No, it was brilliant. Yeah,
Well,
The show
so
was
many
epic.
things. And
So-
you guys, next week is going to be my favorite week of all.
Snatch Game!
Snatch Game. They gave us no spoilers.
Zero.
I was watching really closely to see if I could tell if one of the queens was
Yeah.
in character.
No, but we don't want. I
Nothing.
don't want any spoilers.
There was
No,
nothing.
zero.
I-
I look at no spoilers.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
I fucking hate watching spoilers.
Completely.
Actually. It's
So-
not, I wanna watch it.
So
I
we're gonna
wonder-
have a lot to talk about. Now we're gonna be away next Thursday, so we're gonna have to catch up after we
Okay.
get back from
Yeah,
our
Oh my
we
trip.
god.
shall.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Jason and I are actually in New York next week. Which
In
is
New York.
concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
Yeah, and we're gonna be doing some interviews next
Yeah.
week. I'm trying to line them up right now, and I don't want to give them away, but
It's
you know,
Donald Trump.
Yay!
even better, Ivanka.
Ivanka would be the shit.
Melania. Ooh, girl.
Any hole is a goal.
Oh yes. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna have so much to talk about, and Roz, thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for
on our
having me.
show.
I am all up on my pop culture, on my
Yes, you
RuPaul's
are.
Drag Race. I feel educated. It's all good.
Roz has been our biggest fan since we started this podcast, and we appreciate you so much. And thanks for being here. It's been
Thank
a
you.
delight. You're
Amazing.
welcome anytime.
Anytime.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Everybody say Roz.
Roz! Everybody say Tipsy Palm.
Tipsy Palm.
And don't forget, like, subscribe, share, all the things. Leave a review. It helps us a lot.
Yes.
And thanks for making it till the end. We love you.
It's NOMOFOMOpodcast.com.
It sure is.
There it is.
Bye.